Go ahead. So we left off with Cotillion and Lance Schumann.
Right.
And after we throw him, well, I guess we could say we threw him out, but he found his own place or whatever and left.
Right. So Schumann was out of the picture, but...
well, what about that one time we went to a restaurant?
Right. Well, actually, nothing really happened there. He just went, you know.
Right.
He was just at Olive Garden.
When we were?
Yeah.
You think he followed us there?
I think it was kind of coincidental that, I thought it was coincidental that he was there, but then there was somebody else there with him.
Okay.
That followed me outside, and then they were on the phone.
Okay. But you definitely think that he followed us at the Olive Garden.
That we were followed.
Okay. You remember talking to the waiter about that?
I didn't talk to the waiter, no.
But do you remember me talking to the waiter about it?
Yeah, but I didn't hear the conversation.
Okay.
That's the thing. I didn't.
All right. So after that, other than that other time that he kind of may have been stalking me or showing up at the restaurant when we were... Now, he had already moved out.
Right.
And he was living on the other side of town, right?
Right.
So there wouldn't be any reason for him to be all the way on our side of the city at Olive Garden, when there probably would have been a closer Olive Garden to his home and to his work.
Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's like I said, what I suspected, because there's somebody that followed me outside.
Right.
And then they were on the phone. Talking.
Okay. But you don't know who he was?
No. Well dressed.
Okay.
I thought maybe he knew who it was. It might have been maybe one of his supervisors or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that he knew him.
Okay.
So they were both there.
But do you think it was definitely unusual that he showed up at Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he act like that he wanted to be seen?
Yeah.
Okay, so he wanted to be noticed that he showed up there with us.
Right.
Or watching us.
Yeah, yeah.
Deliberately, you think?
What's that?
Do you think it was deliberately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I told you that I thought it was deliberate. Because the one thing, the guy, whoever it was, followed me outside. Okay. Okay? And acted like he was on the phone, that he wasn't really attentive to me.
Right.
But that's a ploy.
Right.
Okay.
All right. I know that we talked about how he got his own place and moved out up on the other side of town near his job, right?
Right.
Or where he works by the railroad tracks.
Yeah, and then he wanted us to clean the place.
What, he can't clean his own place?
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't want to pay anything.
Right.
I told him I want $50, I'll clean the place up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But even prior to moving out, was there other behavior from him before the Olive Garden incident? Like with police or anything else?
The night that there was an incident where you two had a fight, and then I don't know if that was before he went to the concert or after.
It was before, I think.
And the night when he accused you of kidnapping your daughter.
Okay.
And he actually told the cops. I know.
So
he suspected that he told the cops that.
the cops were right here when he said that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we didn't have a fight. He was drinking and threatening to commit suicide.
Right, right.
It was all an act, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but that's my account of it. But the cops came and took him, and this is before he went to rehab. So you're saying you remember him making an accusation that I was trying to kidnap my daughter?
Right, and I figured that he probably told the cops that.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you that.
All right. Do you remember him having any contact with Wichita Eagle?
Yeah. There was, if I remember now, it was something about, his union.
Okay.
Yeah. It was an incident, he was going to contact Wichita Eagle to complain about his union was, illegally, doing something illegally.
Okay. All right. But you don't know what that was illegal.
I can't remember what it was. I advised him to, you know, to,
Okay.
Get Wichita Eagle because they investigate things like that.
Okay. All right. So he actually initiated the contact on your recognizance, sort of.
Oh, they were gonna fire him for getting hurt on the job.
Okay.
I think it was.
But you said that he had a drinking issue.
Yes.
So do you think that really it was a union issue, or do you think it was a problem he facilitated?
I don't know. You know, his nobody from his job got involved with his drinking problems.
Other than that, his employment supposedly paid for him to go to Miami.
Right.
Or for his rehab.
Right. They paid for his rehab.
So apparently maybe they ordered him to because they knew he had a drinking problem.
They're going to shit can him, probably. That's what it was.
Well, probably, but...
Yeah. That's the second time. He lied anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's the second time he's been gone to rehab.
Right. I mean, at least...
So he wasn't telling the truth.
No. I don't think he was.
No. Because he had already been
I think he just wanted... I think he's just going through the motions but doesn't want to change.
Right. Well, that's his problem, not mine.
Yeah, it is. And we haven't seen him since he moved out other than that Olive Garden incident.
Yeah, he's just trying to weasel his way out of rent. That's all.
Right. Yeah, did he pay any rent?
I think I did get $300 out of him.
But after that, nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he moved out on his own, and he wasn't here that long anyway.
Yeah, he's trying to weasel his way out of the rent.
Yeah. But you remember where he was living before he got his new place and stayed here temporarily?
Yeah, down on Broadway.
Okay.
One of them motels down there.
You remember who owned the property?
Muslim.
Okay.
Muslims, yeah.
Do you remember anything unusual about the place? Or how they handled the property?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
What about transaction?
Well, you told me that, but I didn't witness it, so
okay.
I can't. That's hearsay.
It could be, yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
What about him acknowledging payment to them? Did he ever talk about that?
Oh, he said that they wouldn't take a check or any money orders or debit card. They cash.
Okay, and you know that's not legal to do that. So they would only...
I don't know. I have no idea if it's legal or not.
Well, you can't refuse legal tender.
Yeah, I know, but they do it all the time, and everybody lets it get away with it. Nobody
All right, so but they only took cash for the places up on Broadway?
Yeah, yeah.
You remember the name of the owner?
What's that?
You remember the name of the owner of the property?
No.
Okay. Do you remember bringing Lance to any of the credit unions?
Right. I went with the credit. Yeah, he went to the credit union. Right.
Do you remember which credit union?
Meritrust.
Okay. And you remember that Meritrust, we got a vehicle before we moved here. You remember that?
Yeah, but the Meritrust bank, not the credit union. It was the bank.
Well, Meritrust is part of the credit union.
Oh.
Same one.
They're a credit bank, credit union bank.
Yeah. Did they handle anything to do with the vehicle or try to?
Claimed that we took out a loan with them.
All right. Did we ever take out a loan with them?
Never. We were denied the loan.
Right. But they claiming that we did, and there's no record of the loan. How much?
Right.
So did we report that to securities?
I don't know. Yes.
Okay.
You did report that?
Yes.
We never heard anything about it.
That's right.
Nothing.
Nothing. We have not heard back from the Securities Exchange Commission.
Right. I'm going to contact a lawyer.
Yeah, it's time, but either way, we went to securities about this. Mm-hmm. What they're doing is ghost loaning, and it's very illegal.
Yeah.
They can't deny you a loan and then say you took out a loan.
Right.
And then attach it to the insurance. You know what they did? They double billed.
What's that?
They double billed us and charged it through our insurance with Allstate, I think.
Yeah.
When we bought our vehicle. You remember where we purchased our vehicle?
Yeah, Eddie's Ford.
And you remember, did they ever tell us the vehicle, about the vehicle being a recall?
No.
Okay, no. But when did we find out it was a recall?
When we had it broke down. It was skipping, and we brought it to the dialysis place.
Dialysis? That's for kidneys. You mean diagnostic?
Diagnostic service center on Central Street.
Okay.
And they said there was a problem with a fuel sensor, so you couldn't tell how much gas was in the gas tank. And they, the gentleman that serviced the vehicle, looked it up on the internet, and we found out that it was a recall vehicle from Canada.
Okay.
Which is against the law for them to sell it to us.
It also could be an import violation.
Right.
So, and I reported that as well.
Right.
And we haven't heard anything back.
Who'd you reported it to?
I reported both the U.S. Customs and Canadian Customs. Okay. Because it was an import. Yep, we've heard nothing.
So I'm going to get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, that's my disability money.
Yeah.
They took $4,000 of my disability money.
Yeah, Allstate too.
Say I used it for a disability vehicle.
Yeah, and Allstate was working through Moxie Insurance, I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay, but out of their office.
Yeah, and they're all related.
Right.
That's his brother.
So it's his own insurance. So it's all conflict of interest kind of deal.
They're a whole family.
Yeah.
They're all family, run by a fucking family, a mafia. They've already been caught.
Right. Right. And does our vehicle run now?
Yeah, it broke down.
Okay.
Torque converter just...
Right. And so the recall problem was that you found?
What's that?
The recall problem with the vehicle was a bad torque converter, yes?
Yeah, that's what they said, torque converter. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
It won't even turn over, and so so that means your flywheel is not turning.
That's right.
And the torque...
Once a torque converter goes, the transmission goes, and it can put a piston right through the block.
Right.
Like it did to ours.
Right.
And I guess it could mix water in there too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that's a pretty serious issue. So once a torque converter goes like that, the vehicle's no good for anything.
Right. Well, we haven't even had anybody look at it actually, except for Brad. But I think
No, it meets the description of a torque converter problem.
Right.
But
anyways, it's broken down. Just we'll leave it at that. And which, you know.
Also, did they give us a warranty when we bought the vehicle, like they're supposed to, since they're a dealership?
Right.
Did they give us a warranty at that dealership when we bought it directly from them?
I don't remember.
Okay, you don't know if whether it was as is, a warranty, or any of that?
As is, that's what they claim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you aware that's illegal because they're a dealership?
No. I wasn't aware of it.
Okay. So they violated the law there too.
And they knew I was a disabled veteran.
Okay.
I told them that.
All right. All right, so anyway, so we'll move on from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll talk about the cotillion case. Okay. We filed on the cotillion.
Right. And we went to a hearing, and they closed the case down.
Okay. Was this before or after service?
After service.
Okay.
After service.
Were there any appeals to that case?
We tried to appeal, and they refused it.
Okay, and then I appealed again to the U.S. Supreme Court, right?
Right. I got the receipt.
Okay.
Saying that they received the appeal.
Okay. But when we went to the hearing, did they acknowledge that we filed that appeal or the notice of appeal?
No.
So they lied in court?
Right. They never acknowledged that we appealed.
Yeah. And then in between that time, do you remember who they appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court?
Kavanaugh.
Yeah, and what we know about Kavanaugh?
These are related to you.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, but he never heard the case.
No, but ex parte communication is suspect here. With the U.S. Supreme Court directly.
Right.
So, Brett Kavanaugh.
But, okay, if I become a Supreme Court judge, what do they do with the cases that I don't know about?
That's right. We don't know.
See, Kavanaugh wouldn't know about your case.
Yes, he would.
Unless it was brought up again.
Yes.
Why would it be brought up again if it was dismissed?
It wasn't dismissed then. It was pending appeal. I filed a notice of appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Okay.
And they shut down the case and then put in Brett Kavanaugh. And then Thomas is an in-law to Brett Kavanaugh. Right. And Paul Clark's ex-wife is best friends with Vicky Ryle, right, who knows Lacey Kavanaugh personally.
Okay.
So they shut down the case.
Right.
Illegally.
Illegally.
This is the U.S. Supreme Court and sent back my files that would not hear it. But they never sent a notice that they were declining my case.
Mm.
They were rigging the U.S. Supreme Court, in my opinion.
Right.
All right. And if they put my own relative and he was favorable to me, it's still wrong.
Right.
So they were trying to rig they're trying to rig the U.S. Supreme Court so that I can never be heard.
Right.
Or you. That's the way I look at it. But this went on in between before they dismissed the case at the district court level. So I filed a notice of appeal. They lied and said I never filed it. When we have the timestamp and everything. Anyway. But there were other anomalies in that case.
Right.
Too.
Right.
Hold on a minute.